Hello and welcome to our channel. Today we will talk about a 2021 science fiction movie titled, Chaos Walking. The movie begins in the year 250,000 AD. The people were living on a planet named New World. All men have been afflicted with a condition called the noise, which causes everyone to see and hear each other's thoughts called noise. A young boy named Todd lives in Prentisstown, with his adoptive fathers, Ben Moore and Killian Boyd. While Todd is in the forest, a preacher named Aaron comes there. Todd tries his best to control his noise, but the preacher hears his noise, which was why they even need a preacher, when nobody goes to the church anymore. But Aaron hears his noise and punches him, and then proceeds to call him weak like a woman and orphaned. In the town, the mayor's son named Davy tries to bully Todd. But Todd in his thoughts thinks of a snake and scares Davy, and when they were about to fight, the town mayor named David Prentice comes there. Todd repeats his own name in his thoughts to hide his noise. The mayor gets impressed by Todd's noise hiding technique. When Todd returns home, Tom's adoptive father Ben and Killian reads his noise, in which the mayor was praising Todd. They tell him that the mayor is not a good person. Scene shifts and we see a spaceship that lost contact with the first colony approaches New World. A scout ship is sent to investigate, but it crashes. One day, while Todd is working, he spots someone stealing from the barn. He chases the thief only to come upon the ruins of the scout ship. He believes it must be from planet Earth. Todd decides to tell this about to the mayor. As he is walking through the town to the mayor's house, he tries to hide his noise but fails, and the other men hear and see his noise about the crashed ship. Todd tells mayor about the ship. Mayor and his men then goes to the crash site. Prentice the mayor tell his people to search her, and when Todd hear the term, her, he gets excited because it will be his first time seeing a woman. They then begin the search. But before the mayor, Todd finds the girl. He gets shocked and excited at the same time to see her. His mind starts saying thoughts about her. She gets frightened to see and hear Todd thoughts. Later the mayor comes to capture her, so she starts running, but the mayor creates a fence in his thought to capture her. The girl is brought to the mayor's house. The mayor tells her about the thoughts and how they can see and hear it. And when she asks her if they can see her thoughts, the mayor says that it didn't affect the women, and also tells him how the women disappeared. The colonists were caught in a civil war with the native aliens which killed all of the women, but half of the men survived. While he leaves to go speak to the men, Davy is charged with keeping an eye on her. Viola overhears Prentice talking about preventing Viola from contacting her colony's mothership, intercepting their landing, killing them while they're still under cryosleep, and scavenging the ship. Davy searches Viola's bag and unwittingly toys with one of Viola's gadgets, which causes it to shoot large holes in the walls. Taking the advantage of the situation, Viola escapes. Mayor orders his men to search her. Todd takes her bag and comes home, but Todd finds Viola is hiding in his barn. He tells her to stay here, while he goes outside. Outside he struggles to hide his thought from Ben and Killian. Later one of the mayor men comes there in search of Viola. Todd starts repeating his name on his thoughts. So the men gets a little suspicious and tells that he will take a look around, but Ben manages to convince him that there was no one here. Later Ben and Killian enters the barn and find Viola hiding there. They tell Todd to hand her to the mayor, but Todd manages to convince them to help Viola. So Ben tells Todd about a village named Farbranch and says Viola will be safe there, but Killian warns him, no one has returned alive. Cillian gives Todd his mother journal, but before they could leave, Mayor and his men arrive there. They demand Viola back as they believe she is a spy. They ask Todd about the girl, although he tries his best to hide his thought by repeating his own name, but at last the thought says, the barn. So the mayor and his men go to the barn to search the girl, but Viola had seen Mayor and his men coming, so she starts Todd's bike's engine, grabs her bag and manages to run away. Cillian tries to stop Mayor and his men but Davy kills him. Ben orders Todd to follow Viola on the horse. Todd and Viola are chased by the mayor's men. They both falls from a slope, and Todd's horse gets injured. To end his suffering he kills the horse. The mayor through Ben's thoughts find that Viola and Todd are going to Farbranch. He takes Ben. In the forest they hear an animal sound, but later find that it was Todd's dog. The two then begin their journey to Farbranch. They stop by a lake. Todd hunts in the lake, catching a snake-like creature. Viola reveals to Todd that she is from a large colony ship carrying over 4,000 passengers during the 64-year-long journey from Earth to New World, while the mayor and his men search for Todd and Viola. While they take shelter from rain, Viola reveals that her parents died during the journey, and this planet was not what she exactly imagined. Todd in his head thinks of kissing Viola, but Viola sees the thought, and when she asks him, Todd in his thoughts starts repeating his own name. The next days during their journey to Far Branch, they encounter an alien species named Spackle. Todd reveals that the Spackles killed all the women including her mom, and now they were trying to kill the men. Todd tries to hide his thought, but the Spackle sees him and attacks him, but Todd retaliates and stabs him. But when he was about to kill the Spackle, Viola stops him. Viola gets confused because according to the mayor the Spackle attacked the women, but instead of her, the Spackle attacked Todd. Finally, after a long journey they reach Far Branch. Todd gets surprised, because the town is inhabited by men, women, and children, and the town mayor was female. When Viola tells that Todd is from Prentisstown, they get displeased with Todd's presence. Some men tries to confront Todd, but the town mayor named Hildy stops them, and welcomes Todd and Viola to stay with her. The mayor tells Viola that they are church settler and live a normal life with no communication. She tells her about First Settlement and Viola could contact the ship there. On the other hand, the preacher goes to find the girl, but the mayor men follow him at a distance. Todd couldn't sleep, so he goes to Viola with his mother journal, as Todd cannot read. Viola reads the journal for him. The diary reveals that the women were not killed by the native aliens, but rather by Mayor Prentice and the men of Prentisstown. The men could not stand not knowing the thoughts of the women, when they could hear theirs, which drove them crazy, and the ones who manages to escape started to live in Far Branch, and only kind-hearted men were allowed to live in Far Branch. Angered, Todd realizes that everything he had been told was a lie. He spent his life living with the fact that his mother was killed by alien Spackles. Prentice and his men arrive at Far Branch. The people of Far Branch get ready with their weapons. Prentice asks her to hand them the girl, but Hildy stops him, which leads to a fight between them. But Prentice gets to the men's head using his power of noise, and they surrender their weapons. Ted goes to save Viola and his dog, but Aaron the preacher sees them. They run towards the shed, where a woman saves them from Aaron and prevent Aaron from coming inside. Prentice sends Ben inside. Ben tries to get Todd to surrender Viola, but Todd is angry with him for lying. But Ben says that it was chaos all around and best they could do was to save Todd. Ben comes outside with Viola. Ben had created Viola's image in his thoughts to distract them. Prentice gets happy, but later Viola fades away. Meanwhile, Todd and Viola escapes, but Aaron chases after them. They come upon a boat. Aaron tries to pull Viola into water, due to which the boat flips, but Aaron manages to get the hold of the dog, and as they escape, Aaron kills his dogs, further enraging Todd. The next day, Viola and Todd arrive at the ruins of the first colony ship. They enter it and try to send a signal to the colony ship, but the antenna is damaged, so Todd climbs towards the antenna and repair it, and when she about to send the signal, Aaron attacks her from behind, but she kills her using one of the gadgets and sends the message to the ship. Prentice and his men also arrive there. Prentice blackmails Todd to tell him about Viola, and when he says nothing, Prentice shoots Ben in the shoulder, injuring him. Todd has had enough. He attacks Prentice, but Prentice shoots him. Todd hides, but Prentice uses his image to distract Todd and finds him. As he is about to kill Todd, Todd uses illusions of his mother and other women, calling Prentice a coward. Viola pushes Prentice off from the cliff ledge to his death. Todd faints due to his injuries. The colony ship appears in the sky, causing Davy and the remaining Prentisstown men to flee. Todd wakes up in the colony ship's medical room almost fully healed. Viola takes him to meet the other colonist. And the movie ends. I hope you enjoyed the explanation. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.